Hello, Taurus. Welcome to your February 2021 reading. Okay, so meditating on your energy before this, I got some odd messages. First of all, I got the physical sensations of heartburn and what I call bubble guts, which is like a lot of air running through your system. Can be uncomfortable for sure, so maybe that would be pertinent for some of you. But moving on, I had pyrite come up to the extent that I had to dig mine out, which it had not been out. I think that you could connect to that energy. There's a lot of job and financial focus in this particular reading, or internal leadership, spirituality, those kinds of things. I'm just tuning in again. I did get an odd image of a tightrope walker that then sort of dropped the pole and dove off of the tightrope into a waterfall as imagery, and I perceive that to be possibly trying to tread some type of balance or keep things afloat, but it can be drowning in your emotions, diving into your emotions, needing to dive into spirituality because you're working too hard to keep balance in something. Take that imagery for what it means to you. I do feel that somehow making time to get into nature is going to be extremely important to you guys, because I tune in holding an obsidian, and in this particular energy, meditating on you guys, I'm very, very connected to it, and it is very much an earth element. So I feel like some time in the woods or by the woods or going for walks or something like that. I mean, even if it is cold weather, still just getting out and connecting to nature would be good for you guys. Okay, so I'm going to move out of that. I'm really not getting any other intuitive messages for you guys for February of 2021. But in the past, we see the Hierophant upright. Beautiful energy, really. There's such a focus on like leadership, looking for a promotion, looking for recognition, looking for you to show up for yourself, even in a leadership way. Because moving into the present, we see the Page of Swords upright, and I feel like this is kind of talking about like trusting in yourself, sort of getting your sea legs on something that you've learned, or you want to put something into practice, or you still feel a little uncertain about it. It's kind of like moving from apprentice to mastery of something, you know. It's this energy of like you've trained well, you know that you have the knowledge, but you're still kind of like a little shy and a bit nervous about actually putting it into practice, or actually showing your skills, or stepping up to the plate, or like this can be moving into learning new things, moving into a new position. It can also be there's a couple cards of like not trusting yourself well enough here with the Star in reverse, the Page of Swords in the present. It's almost an energy of, I don't really want to say poor self-esteem, but like self-doubt kind of feeling, out of balance, not necessarily maybe even understanding what it is that you need, you know, because like the Hierophant can be need for spirituality, union of self, higher self, and the ego. It can be searching in spirituality to find that fix, if that makes sense, of like, what is the thing that you need? Like, these are all just wild examples, but it's like if you're exploring spirituality, you could try like crystal work, and you maybe you don't feel like you get what you need from that, so you think that you want to try meditation, and you don't really feel like you get what you need from that type of scenario of maybe you're kind of just throwing things at the wall and seeing what sticks. Spiritual union being here with recognition and reward in reverse. This doesn't mean that you will not get it. It just means that there's extra super focus on it with that presenting in reverse. And I kind of have that feeling with the star too. It's like there's a need to push yourself and work a little farther and have a lot of faith in yourself that you can get where you want with healing. Okay, because the Queen of Cups, as it were, if this is not a person, if this is just talking about an energy that you could be moving forward into in the future, with the star in reverse as an overall thing, it can be getting where you want to go in a spiritual sense or emotionally, coming into a better balance, coming into a better understanding of yourself and others in the emotional sphere and context. Like this can be a little bit removed and like you are puzzled with a situation or something that you're dealing with. You're not quite connecting to it. You're looking at things very cerebrally and not fully integrated as far as understanding, you know, past, present, future, how you came to be in this situation, why everyone feels the way they do, emotionally where it's going, what do you need, what might you have to do, what do others need to do, that kind of thing. The full 360 of it coming into view much better in the future, whatever this issue is. I do still feel like a lot of you Taurians are working on self-healing, self-work, internal work, definite focus on spirituality and a definite focus on leadership. Let's see what this deck has. Yeah, this is, you know, Four of Wands in reverse, Ten of Swords in reverse. It's definitely releasing some things from the past. Devil in reverse. There can be obsessive tendencies here. Yeah, there's a need to move into a new phase, and you may not feel like you healed enough from the past phase and in this like functional capacity. Like you think in this very organized way that there's more to do and, you know, these steps that you need to take before you're able to move on, but it just seems like you are in the new cycle and don't know it, if that makes sense. This can be a tendency toward perfectionism and a variety of things. Yes, all of these splits in the deck are definitely pointing to you are in the new phase, like right now. Yes, Six of Wands upright. I'm just gonna stop there. Yeah, because definitely this is for sure. You are in the new phase. You are more successful than you realize. Some of you may be achieving a promotion, achieving a raise, achieving a personal goal. This can be in like health, your day-to-day routines. Spiritually, you could be overcoming something mentally that had been holding you back. Your card that you got as far as like houses, focus, signs that you might be dealing with are Leo. It's talking about leadership again, okay? This is a leadership card. This can be leadership, recognition and reward points to that. The star is healing, moving forward leadership. Six of Wands can be recognition, leadership, promotions, just overall success and triumph on something. Leo, though, as a sign is creativity, doing what you want, knowing what you want, self-confidence, okay? Having the self-confidence to create what you desire and what you've planned up, because this can be, you know, formally planning something and working into, you know, you've dealt with the issue in an official context, okay, as far as institutions and that kind of thing. You've definitely put in the thought. You clearly have a plan. You even feel you know what direction it's going to go, and then it's actioning it. We need like that fire wands energy to make it come into being. And this can be in a relationship too. This can be in relationships on a whole that maybe you've now healed well enough to move forward, or you've realized something about relationships. Can be to do with an Aquarius, can Cancer or Pisces. You could be dealing with a Libran. You yourself are here, Taurus. There is fire energy here, so that would be Leo, Sag, Aries. And then you got the Leo card. You definitely could be dealing with Leo or someone with it heavy in their chart. The need to be impressive too. So there could just be like this lack of, it's like a lack of self-confidence, you know. There's definitely that, but I think you're moving toward having it back. I think that is a past energy more so. Like there's something, you're stepping forward into being more self-assured, more self-confident, less anxious, you know, because this can be anxiety like right now, but you're going to be moving in a really great direction of getting away from that anxiety and away from not feeling self-assured enough to take a chance or put yourself out there or create what it is that you want to create, or know that you have healed an issue or a situation, or that you have been more successful than you understand. It's like not really realizing that you did the thing, you did a good job, you showed leadership, people are, you know, looking up to you in that way. But for those of you, as far as finances, this seems very steady state. And the keeping things steady state, like not overspending. I would not suggest major purchases right now with the Page of Swords upright in the present. I feel like that steady state kind of practicality and what's the word I'm looking for here? I'm having a really hard time. Keeping things status quo is really going to lead to a big success in the future. Like it's definitely an energy of saving, you know. You don't have to be excessively miserly, but it's like don't get crazy, because it will lead to success in the future. Let me get you guys a romance angel card or two, whatever wants to come out. And I feel like it's overall a good reading, but I feel this huge focus still on like self-growth, career growth, self-alignment, healing, you know, that kind of thing. It's a very internally focused energy. For Taurus, please. We have for Taurus. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. There is an energy of this in the reading, actually. The Page of Swords upright and the Queen of Cups can be sort of like rejecting love coming in general. If we look at those as a combination, not necessarily past, present, future, there's lightly this energy of like, in this process of healing and self-integration, you may have been holding out, you know, from letting others in kind of to your sphere, or, you know, you haven't been open to a relationship, and this can become, this energy can be becoming open to it, or denial of your feelings. I did get the energy of like missing, like you're missing the point. It's like this Neptunian fog kind of thing, but with the word missing coming out of the fog. So this can be like you're missing the point, or you're missing a certain little piece that you need to get something off the ground, or you're missing somebody or something, or that kind of thing. But I see you going into a much more balanced, open state, and willing to let love in, or willing to consider this, or willing to consider a relationship that looks outside of tradition with the Hierophant here. There's something, and I mean, if it is a relationship coming in for you guys, spiritual union is here. That can be of self, but it can be with others. That's a beautiful energy. It really, really is. It's just you haven't necessarily been open to it. So keep an open mind is what it's telling you. I am going to read the No Place Like Home card for you guys. That's a 50. It's a 5. It's changed. Definitely in alignment with this reading. This is certainly a change in energy moving forward. If you do have this relationship coming in or back, for some of you, it could be back around. It's definitely an important one, I will say that. Just have self-confidence and understand that there is victory around the corner, or you already are victorious. It's like you're already in the new cycle, like I said. Like, don't forget that. So let's read No Place Like Home. So the essential meaning of this oracle card is authenticity, coming home to yourself, feeling at home, arriving at a place where you just fit, and being comfortable in your own skin. Like I was talking about, self-confidence, self-assuredness. Home feels safe and secure. It's a comfortable place to rest and create, a place that is known and that you can call yours. This card signals that your ability to trust yourself and feel at home in your own skin is beginning to solidify as you claim your dignity and integrity. Aspects of you are aspects of yourself no one can take away from you. You know who you are. You hold your head high, yet with neither pride nor humility. Instead, you stand as the observer, seeing through the eyes of your soul. This puts you in a position of power and strength. Authenticity is your home, and you are safe here in the house of your spirit and spirit. So, yeah. And this card also talks about, in the prosperity message, of you being as authentic to yourself as you can, because it creates this energy of flow, and it will connect you to abundance just by being assured in yourself. It's like a very Zen cycle, you know, tuning into abundance kind of thing, that if you are abundant of self, then by default, all other types of abundance will flow in for you. So that is what I have for you guys. If you connected with this, please leave a like on it. I would super appreciate it. If you haven't yet, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.